شمت بابا وبرونا وروخت قدشة بابا بشمية باشم قدشة شمو خاتيا ملكوتو خاورزاي وداخل بشمية وبقرعة هلا نخمس سلقانا قادم يوم وشغلان اختياتا داخل احنا شغلان داني تخطيلون الله لا مورت لن جورابا لا باصيرا بيشا سبب ديو خيلا ملكوتا وخيلا وتجبخت العالم عالمين امين هيمانوتا بشميتا وشميتا بهمزمة على بارك لوخون على قبل صلواتكم بعوياتكم. May the Lord bless you all. God bless you. Thank you for coming. رابا سباي همزومة وغباسة suicide ومزملا باسة suicide مليوتا من شارتا قمودي ناشي يقتلي لجانا يمري لقتلت الجانا suicide إلى قتلت الجانا so اخنا مزملا باسة مليوتا اني تلينا خزيو فيديوهي ما سيت مديريتون الله سبب قم بشخخ لمودي لما نايت suicide وقمودي ناشي يودي suicide وإتلا suicide مهمنة وsuicide إتلمهمنة. So there is people that are believers that commit suicide and there is people that are unbelievers that commit suicide, and we wanted to see the judgment about all that, and we wanted to see if suicide is a forgivable sin. And we proved that it was a forgivable sin because we said something last time. We said that the Bible does not say anything about suicide. هيك من ديشتاوا قديشة ليلهم زما باسد suicide باستلت ديانا in black and white. قمودي مران مشينا في رخنا مران قمودي suicide هيك من دي ليلة في شكتيوا باسد تاوا قديشة مران قترسا بابه. O سبب قمايا the very first reason is because in كتويوا خمن دي spy باسد suicide in أمريكا without suicide تازل ممكن يرازل برديسا رابم همنه لما سوا كاليوا هالخرطة قتلوا لجانو همونه قد بتأذيوا البرديسة. So therefore the first reason is why it's not in black and white in the Bible anything about suicide, because it doesn't want to give you hope. The reason is because a lot of believers would have committed suicide for not wanting to stand up through the fight, to go all the way, not standing up for all the trials in their life. They would have just committed suicide if the Bible would have given them the hope that there is a hope for a suicidal person. وسبب خينا موديوا إن أمريوا وداود suicide لأول برديسة بتاعز خسم من الجهنم. If they would have taken the hope away from the suicidal person and said that if you committed suicide, you're going to go to hell, then you're not going to give hope for the relatives and the loved ones. Then you're taking away the hope from them as well to see their loved ones in the next life. So that's why the Bible is not talking about suicide in black and white, because they don't want to give the wrong hope and they don't want to take the hope away. So they don't want to give you one way a hope and then the other way take the hope away from the loved ones and the family of the suicidal person. So هم زملان باسد suicide ومرن ينمودي خبرت suicide هم زملان باسد سوي وساي وزيلان قد إيوا خبرة Latin وزيلان إيوا ماناي someone that kills themselves. So it's self-killing. Actually it's murdering yourself. يعني إلى قتلت خيانة إن مودي بغزايا وقت هيش خلي ما سقط الله يعني ناشأختي ما سقط البر جانا إلى الآلة. No man can kill themselves. Only they can kill their flesh. شينتي لخير شينتي لخسوزي. So خدانت ما سقاطل أختي ما سقاطل بغرة من الممر ما ريش بشيخة لازم ديتون من داون تقاطل البغرة إن صدامون من داون تتلي شلطانة البغرة والجانا تيلي مارم جانا. So therefore do not fear the one that kills the flesh, because they can't do anymore. But you have to fear the one that has authority over the flesh and the soul. So قبل هذا خما suicide ليلة قتلت الديانة. So suicide is not killing the self, it's killing the flesh. Okay? No man can kill themselves. وغزيلا your statistics كما أرزي قتلة لجانو وكما نقوي قتلة لجانو. And we saw that the United States only. We just talk about the United States, but we're gonna talk about the world range as well. همزمة بس statistics الدنيا كما ناشي قتلة لجانو جو الدنيا يعني جو كل الدنيا. In احنا نزينا the United States we have about every 17 minutes one person commits suicide. Every 17 minutes.
Reasons.
A lot of reasons. We talk about the reasons. Reasons, Iwa. Well, that's why, because it's a long class. And we talked about all these reasons and we showed all these things. And here are the reasons. Bullying is number 10. Mental disorder is number 9. Sexual orientation, which people can't figure out. شينا domestic abuse ويتوالن drug and alcohol abuse. يلا الزون هذول شبرون هناك كلهم ناس من مارسيل. ها؟ bullying يعني إيمان خدعنا خجت أن يالك يوم مدرسة إيمان قدر بولي كخاكينا كده خزبون وخدعنا خيلانا يأتي مع خيلة مسخريبية يمرنا بولي يعني بتصورة ما يمرك لا
بصخور
أبو جاسم إذا انتخاب أبو جاسم مودي وممر ولي كنت أبو لا أبو إذا رابا ناشئ رابا يالق مدرسة يقتلنا كانوا بجدنا من ديانة رابا صفاي so هم زمنا بس mental disorder هم زمنا بس sexual orientation domestic abuse أنا بس أخونا سطلب له سبابه drug and alcohol abuse okay هم زمنا بس divorce مودي يعمل emotional neglect إيمان خبا لي جوبيتوتا sexual abuse إيمان تودي sexual abuse خيال سورة جوبيتوتا هم زمنا بس cyber bullying لا بس bullying باتا but we talk about cyber bullying through the internet bullying through the text messaging bullying through Facebook ناشا وخرطة أنا من يعني كله إياتي مودي ماي all these things if you put them together they bring stress and stress becomes number one and stress sometimes comes from other things as well. Very good. So أنا وسبابي كجوابنا على بوكا. Very good. We're not gonna go back anymore, okay guys? I promise you. All right. So we're gonna go back to where we came from. There you go. So what happened after people commit suicide? Judgment comes. Okay, for anybody that dies. So after death, what is after death? Judgment. Because it says absent from the body, present with the Lord. But are you present with the Lord? That's the question. Are you present with the Lord? Why have it Ammar and Iman to commit suicide? No. No. You can't. Khamodi, the thing that you will be missing, Iman, all the suicide, the only disadvantage you have, which is the biggest thing, is you cannot be in the wedding, you cannot be in the honeymoon with Jesus. You only have to wait for the second resurrection. The only part you have for the people that commit suicide, and those are the believers. Okay? Only the believers. They have to wait for the second resurrection. For the second resurrection. Those are blessed, the ones that have they have the part of what? They are a part of the first resurrection. What's
the difference? What's the difference?
That's a good question. Where are they gonna be? Hades. اسمعني نغديلة هدية Hades. اسمعني نغديلة. شيخ. No?
لا صار.
See, that's what happened when you miss a class.
لا
Hades. Sure. بدي لي شو اسماني. Exactly. اسم شيء. So ماني شكير بدي لي شو. Who has the keys of Hades and death? Jesus Christ. So where these souls gonna go? To Hades. Why? Because they only gonna have a chance for the second resurrection. Come on. Because they did not win their fight. The only ones that gonna be in the first resurrection, those who win the fight. أني ما رقم خليل وجلو بالدمت فيرا. Right? You see, you guys don't pay attention to the things I say. You have to pay attention to what's happening. How about?
So, Shamasha, I'm sorry. So when the wedding,
The supper, yeah.
the supper and everything, are we gonna live with Jesus like the believers? Like Jesus is gonna come down, so we're gonna live with him?
No, we're gonna live up there.
Well, live up there with him.
We come down when the second, when the new world is set.
Oh, this makes sense, okay. Because those who believe in him, so yeah, but
So we have a wedding and we have 1,000 years.
But I wasn't.
Meanwhile, what happened? There's people on earth during that time.
Suffering the second.
Right.
That's what I thought it was.
And the ones that committed suicide, they are in the Hades, waiting for the second after the 1,000 years.
Everyone's talking about if they're waiting in like Perdesa or.
Guys, قالوكم بلاطة للأخ. Baba?
Everyone says that when it's before once we die we're like dead, like body wise.
We don't die.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The flesh dies,
The
right?
flesh dies. They think we're waiting for Jesus to like come pick us up at a bus stop or something. That's what everyone says. I'm like, this is not true. We're gonna, you're gonna be judged.
Absent from the body, present with the Lord. Right? The Bible says? Absent from the body. What did he say to the guy that was on his right side? Tonight you're gonna be with me?
Tonight you'll be with me.
Right. He said, didn't say wait until I come.
Of course.
There you go. So that answers. So the people that commit suicide, they only gonna have a chance for the second resurrection, not the first resurrection. من the first resurrection, litlu shopa قالوا. أخشي itlu the second resurrection ماسي آتي عن commit suicide. وضايتون؟ اجا قبود هذا بغزاية وقت eaten judgment. أي judgment مودي لمارا جو هيبرو أطجا يسري شوى. ما نبقى ريلا قالم سوى.
قرينا شمشة؟
لا أي شميرا قم منك قرين طلب باقي شميرا.
داخل بشتغل سنطة البرناشة إخداد هنا من بر هذا
من بر هذا مودي؟
ينهى
سو مختيلة الشمطة قد أول بغرة بتمايت إن بغرة مايت هم ديانتا ليلة قبغرة ديانتا إلى شينة إلى ديانتا إلى قمودي كمان إلى ديانتا قبرناشا سو برناشا ليلة أول بغرة. So we are not this flesh. If there is judgment, huh? Mariam قرأ لك على مراتي.
And just as people are appointed to die once and then to face them.
And there is what?
And then to face judgment.
They're gonna face judgment. You see? It's face to face. Judgment, everyone will be judged accordingly. You know, the only thing you have to know, judgment is not for believers. If you're gonna say there is judgment for me, it means you've done something very wrong. It means you walked away. You walked away from God. You cannot say I am a believer and I believe in Jesus Christ and I live as a Christian, but then I'm gonna be judged. You can't. It won't work. It doesn't work. This doesn't work with that. Okay? Ramodi, sabab, first of all, Shikha Marele, من دنا خيه بتعاتيتون ما ندهمن بيي ليت قديه Thank you. Mara, liten ليتن judgment قد يوخن من دن خيه بتاعزيتون الدن خيه خينه ماني الهم بتمارن مو بتاعي من دن خيه الدن خيه خينه. So there is no judgment for the believers. شينا تيرتالي ماريلي إيمان الهم بيي ليه بايش دينا إن من دن خيه بتعزل المودي الدن خيه خينه. لهذا so Jesus is telling us clearly that there is no judgment for us, because once we believe in Him, and believe in Him is a big word, because believing brings faith, and faith brings what? Hope. And hope brings love. So it's a build-up. Okay? It's a build-up. So faith, if you believe in Jesus, then you have a hope for what? For the next life, not for judgment. So, hiwiyan ila kadmodi, iman akhnan lahabat lemetech. Damchich, hiwiyan modi la, kamodi hamune bidmaran, hamune wakad modi itlan hiwi bidkhayich minni. So he manutan bidmantiyalan الهيوي, hiwi bidmantiyalan bidmalilan khubba. هيوي so أنا إن إتلي هيوي قد بتخيم عمارا كما يرجع هم خبانا من ناشئ كما يرجع برمينو ناشئ كما يرجع هم مكيخة كما يرجع يخيو تساناي so إن خزت رناشئ بلاشا أي باش متقالة كمودي سبب يمرد هيوي دنا مودي. What is their hope? So if they don't have hope, then you're going to go back, there is no faith. So if you see two people fighting, then you're going to say, what are they fighting for? If their hope is they're going to believe, they're going to live with Jesus. If two brothers are fighting over $1 million, it means they don't have hope. Because hope is bigger than $1 million, no? So what are they fighting for? They're fighting because they don't have faith. And because of they lost that faith, they don't have faith in Jesus Christ. If you have faith in Jesus Christ, it will bring you hope that you will live with Him. And if you have that hope, then you're going to live in love. So you're going to love people. Why? Because of that hope. And that is what we're going to see that's missing in people that commit suicide. Okay? Eventually. Rabba's point. So after death comes judgment. Right? 2 Timothy 4:6 through 8. I want it 6 through 8, please. وبين لا جاي قارئ لكن أنا ما نتكلم عربي. إيش قلت عربي ديو؟ قد أنا عربي خسورة خيش please. ما نقاري لكم تقالا. بدأت بسورة. 2 Timothy طيماطيوس دتري 4:8 please. You're going to read it in English. Read it first in English for me, please. Read from there. Read it.
For I'm already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure is at hand. Please
read from the beginning.
For I am already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Finally, there's laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give me on that day, and not to me only, but also to all who have loved His appearing.
Very good. Arabi?
قرينا شماشة فإني أنا الآن أسكب سكيبا ووقت انحلالي قد حضر. قد جاهدت الجهاد الحسنى وأكملت السعي حفظت الإيمان وأخيرا قد وضع لي إكليل البر الذي يهيئه لي في ذلك اليوم الرب الديان العادل وليس لي فقط بل لجميع الذين يحبون ظهوره أيضا.
بس مجان طاغبت
سقط أنا أديرة ونديشن مقروة ودانا رشتي مطيتها لا لاش سبايك ليشون رفقي مكملون هيمانوتي نطيرون وأدية بيشة للطيرة اللي كيلا صديقوتا حين اتمارن دي لديانا كينا بتبريلي بهاويوما ولا أخشي قلبي حين أقول كل أنا مخبالة دليانة
مخبالة دليانة. Okay, guys, pay attention. St. Paul knows this is his time. Okay, he will be beheaded. Polishli khamare leqatimatiyus khinadiya dani tila mak makruwela shteta hada bitpashin mukruwa. Okay, dakhi makruwela shteta qanashe qamalke maratqa bitpashin mukruwa qalaha. شينتي أخي. So maratqa bitpashin mukruwa qalaha. Mara ana hazari when hadiya khina qadali bitmakhele. I will be beheaded. Okay, Timmy? I am telling you that I will be beheaded. Ina, there is something you have to look at. The time of my departure is ahead, is at hand. It's right there. It's at hand. It's right there. Okay? Mara, the very first thing that he's mentioning is about his good fight. I fought a good fight. That's why I put it in red. The very first thing, komindi kama ya marele, plasha spike lisher. Lele mara kamta hemanuti khumyoven. No, mara kamta plasha spike lisher. Kharta modile mara, kharta mara umukmalon urchet schipa. I finished my race. I finished my course. Okay? Yani omindi kinwa. ومن وتية قال ما رقم فرقنة أو شورة وتية قال the fight that was put for me I came and I fought. I finished my fight. What did he do? He fought a good fight, right? Why is the fight first? Kamodi la plasha of Kamaya.
Because Mandisha.
Makes you strong to have faith.
سبب جُقبنه وجان الويشة وكل زينت علىها because he dressed up in all the armor of God. The whole armor of God you have to dress in. So that's what he's saying. So the only way you can keep your faith, you can finish your course, if you what? If you are dressed up in the whole armor of God. So modila I fought a good fight. Modila kadiochon, kachutcha minna. Modila plasha spy please Sharon. Modila wa plasha. Modila plasha. Nasha la khata. Plasha min satan. Fighting against the flesh, beautiful. Yes. أتار مخي جدوه هرمور ليه ودخل معنا. أمخي جدوه معنا. غنيلو. رامس. ليشلم هيمانوتا. Very good. Very good. Okay. So this is what it is. This is what it is, guys. You got to pay attention to this, please. Why is the fight first? Because everything that people go through that makes them weak, it's a sin. Okay? Anything that people can handle, it's a sin. Anything that's against God's will is a sin. So today, if a man takes drugs, he has to fight to be drug free. Okay? If today a man's problem is gambling, he has to fight to become gambling free. Okay? If he is addicted to anything, he has to fight against it to become free of it. If he is gay, he has to fight to become straight. He has to fight to become a man. She has to fight, if she's lesbian, she has to fight to become a woman. That's all. That's what the fight is about. It's just a sin. Okay? If you want to commit suicide, you have to fight. You have to fight not to commit suicide, to live. Instead of dying, to live. Why? Because if we live for who? For Jesus Christ. And if we die for? So there is no way you can commit suicide and say, I'm dying for Jesus Christ. No. The only time you die for Jesus Christ is when you get killed in the name of Jesus Christ. Then you're a martyr. It's a big difference between a martyr and a suicidal guy. So that is why the fight. Everybody has to fight against their sin. So each one of us has a sin. Weakness. It's weakness. To become like that child. ما مرم شيخا مرة جاري قدرت هاود محديتوا السورة مقدوة على السورة. So أوي على السورة لا يطي ومودي ودراكس. أوي على السورة لا يطي ومودي لجاي. أوي على السورة لا يطي ومودي للزبيان. أوي على السورة لا يطي ومودي لقمر مودي لالكحول مودي لدراجز. So لا يطي Ina iman tile verregdawa alma upormile when he came and they grew up in this world and they got to know these things. Now they are in a fight. In a fight to live for Jesus and die for Jesus. And I'm talking about who? I am talking about believers. Anit inam humne. Anit lenam humne. Now we leave them on aside for now. The people that are not believers, we have to leave them on aside, please. Because either way, if you don't believe that you're gonna live after this life, so what are you used for? What are you good for? What are you gonna do for Jesus? So you're baptized for the death, he said? What are we baptized for? For our death? No, we baptized for our life. For the next life, right? So then they're not baptized either, right? They don't believe in the baptism. So that's why baptism إلى all symbol قد يشقلق له منا قد همونه وقد بتخيخ يخيط عمارا أين إلى هيبي that's that hope which they don't have. The non-believers don't have that hope, so they don't have that faith, and that's why they don't have the love that a Christian should have. So قبول هذا يتلقيله هيمانو تلتلو وأيضا تهيوي لتلو بتقيمته سبلتلو هيوي بتمارا. So هما ليتنخب بيا. So قبل هذا أو فايت أو بلاشة إلى قد أنا ديرن هالمقدوي على سورة. So إني لقد أنا يوم جاي جرب بالش أمر لا أنا بديرن تاون مقدوتي ويا على سورة إني ديرن تاون أرزا. بالشن قد هاون أرزا مغزين قد أنا يون أرزا. بالشن قد مغزين أنا يون نقوة. إنا إيمان خسرل بلاشو قساطانا مودي يابي تامري أوابيله هدخة أوابيله هدخة أوابيله دراجي أوابيله طالانت قمر أوابيله alcoholic أوابيله drug addict and so on. كل أن إنا sin. They're all form of sins. And what is it? It's demonstrated in man's weakness. That's all what it is. إلى باس gluttony ناشط آخر رابع زودة من قايدة ليتن خناشة هذا بريا هذا شوما باونده. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. خناشة بريا من شاستين ما قد بتجرس هذا شوما باونده. There is no such thing. Man brings that to himself. It's another form of sin. It's gluttony, right? So قبل هذا ما سوونا شكالة قوي عمر لا بدير مختين وقمته. So باغي.
قلتني أنا حقيقي لخناش أو السوية وآخر.
يقعيني قلتني مخبر أنا موت بخشوا. خناشة هذا خم دخيل وايش أو ما باون ده بخشاك فينا ده.
لا خناش الدسيس يعني أيضا خبر ستة إلى 400 باون ده ولا أكثر.
I don't know about that. I don't know because I've seen them when they eat their burgers. They're this big. I've seen them. So I don't know about who you're talking about. Remember that. No, not really, no. I'm talking about myself. Okay, so our good fight, Mara, then I have finished the course. You don't only fight. In order to win the fight, you have to finish the race. رخاطة إيمان راخط ليلة شرط إذا نتازق يشاريتا راخط هاولا قاما شرط يبرختا هاولا قاما. Right? So when a man races, it's not in the beginning the race counted. It doesn't matter how far you are from the other people, how much you're ahead, but it depends at the end. Who's going to win the race at the end? At the end of the line, where the finish line is. So he said, I finished my course. That is the finish line. So iman di shqila shqipuch, kum di tira shqipan, mo di la edju basarutan, mo ila zabinutan, sabab kul min di ila khtika. Init at filta ju qebat ila khtika. Right? So gossip is a sin. So I'm going to work against gossip. Can I defeat gossip, or gossip will defeat me? That's the question. Right? So init ad yu qebat garik target la. Kamo di garik palshid darqulo. Kamo sabab man khipante la kasqipa. Man khipante la at aw krasiana shqila sqipa ina wada qebat. It doesn't work. ليه ما استمرت أنا يمشي خايا ويتصليبا يقدالي ina wada qebat. So if you're gossiping and you have a cross on your chest and you believe in Jesus Christ and you're Christian, then you're still in a fight. You're still in a fight. You are still fighting. You haven't finished the fight yet. See? إني تصارانة منشي الباسو. Forget about it. كناش تصورت بلطة من فمي. Forget about them. Forget it. مرة صارانة ليه خزيرة بقى علىها. If you curse people, that's in 1 Corinthians 6:9. The people that curse, they're not going to even see God's face. It means they're not going to even, they don't even need to be judged. Because you can't say, okay, I'm praying with my lips and then tomorrow I'm going to swear at somebody. You can't do that. So that is why the fight, your fight is to stop cursing. Your fight is to stop whatever your sin is, whatever your weakness. كل خناشة لها weakness. weakness ديان جري بيشة وممتبط بلاشة. We have to fight. We have to fight. You see? And always Satan will put you in that position, in that situation, so you can swear some more. He will put you in a situation so you can gossip some more. Shalom alaikum. Qawa hazar temunatu. Amzinu bashamira. That's how it is. طاور جبيتا مخليلة مشتيالة كل من دي خرطة بلطة بوصل صيلة. So what happened? So so everybody has a problem. كل خيط لها weakness. كل خيطي لها جاني. مو دي لا weakness دي يخفلوخ الله. Honesty. Some people lie. They live on lying. They live on lying. They can be the best Christians in the world, but they lie. They lie. So they miss the boat. They have to work on their lying. They have to be honest with people. Mara, the truth shall set you free. شرارة بتعود لهم خيرة. يتناشى يدقلي. ليه ماسي؟ يدقلي. كيم ديانة كباب ديانة كخون ديانة كبخت ديانة كجور ديانة. يدقلي. دقلة إلى غلطة إلى خطيئة. So sin comes in a lot of forms, a lot of shapes, and Satan brings each one that sin exactly right by your house. He brings it right to you. Why? Because he knows. He brings it to you in your bedroom. Why? Because he knows that's your weakness. Satan stands in front of God 24 hours and he blames his sons and his daughters and he says, look what they're doing. What? This person is doing this, this person is doing. So all that is against who? Against the cross. Against the same exact thing that you believe in. إلى كل درقول الدوس قيبة تفهمون بيه. دوجلا. ومن ديانة خينة. وكل خبر ناشيت لخزب بنوتا. خزب بنوتا. خكمة أرزة وأنا طلعت من نقوة خينة. هنا خوشي بتاعي عمره. لا. خكما نقوى بلاطينا من أرزة أنا كبيرة إنا خوشبتا بك أمرا so أنا من ديانة كله إنا خطيطة. This is a sin, and Satan brings that to people according to their weaknesses. That's why we have suicide. That's why we have suicide. Kamodi, sabab, they can't fight the fight, and then not only that, they might fight halfway, but they can't finish the race. So what good have you done? In lama asid makmalat la urkha, hal gulta, kamo shuriyam. Sabab in la to shuriyam uspayi wa mare sheikh. If you didn't start, would have been better. Mara, I have kept my faith. So through all that, I kept my faith. Kamodi, because that faith brings us to what?
Hope.
To hope. And that hope builds in us love. So أنا تيتلهيني قد بتقيم من مارا هدية. Love is building in me. So why I love people? Because I am looking at the hope. And what started all that? With my faith. But fight is the first thing. Why fight is the first thing? Because that is how you are dressed in the armor of God. إيمان تشك بنخلة جانا بتزينت آلها إذا أنت ما سقبل شخلة وبلاشة. So كتشول خماسة آمر كالو آمر أنا خطيتي إلى هدخة هما أنا قيم بلشم بداية خطيتي زبنوتي إلى هدخة قيم بلشم بداية زبنوتي. So كل خنا شيء طيلة زبنوته كل خبرنا شيء لخ زبنوته ما نذهبه ما نذهبه وبنهاوي قديشة إتلخ زبنوته سلطانة ياتر دي زبنوته تتخزخ إنوية بجانب ويولا زبنوته Rabba's fight. So therefore, Modi Maran, he fought the fight. خرطة إلى مارا. مارا هما هدية هيمانوتي خمياني. Kamodi. Why do I keep my faith? Because without faith, none of the others is possible. سبب انت القخلة هيمانوتا هيوية متازة. وإن هيوية خشلة خبة خشلة من جاون. And if we lose that love, then what is the fight for? We can't fight anymore. سبب لاشا إلى بتمودي بتمكيخوتا لاشا إلى بتhumbleness. You fight, you go through your fight with your humbleness so you can finish carrying your cross. ليه ما صد halfway ربط لك cross دي وخمرت أنا ليه ما صن مكملنا يا ورخا so then I'm gonna commit suicide. So what happened? Halfway during the fight, you say, you know what? I can't finish my course. I'm only gonna fight so much for so long, and that's it. I am sorry, mom. I'm sorry, dad. I'm sorry, wife. I'm sorry, husband. I'm sorry, whatever. I have to kill myself. Because deep inside, do you guys know that people that commit suicide, that attempt suicide and they don't succeed, people that attempt suicide, ناشي جربي قتلي لجانو إنا ليه نجحي ليه قتا قرما كله يازا يعني ليه مخنقيرا كله جاني قطع خولا 90% of those people they live on and they die natural life. They don't commit suicide the next time. And then you wonder why. They don't try the second time. You never see a person committed suicide twice. Attempted twice, I mean. You know? 90% of the people that attempt suicide and they don't succeed, 90% of them, they live regular life and they die naturally. Because they tell you it's a moment. It's that last minute and that last hour. It's a decision that's made last second of their life. Some people decide last minute. A man said, I was walking on the, what is that bridge in San Francisco? Golden Gate? Golden Gate, right? Yeah. He said, I was walking back and forth deciding what to do. And he said, I just want to commit suicide, but I'm not sure of myself. I'm walking back and forth, and everybody's watching me. And I said, you know, people don't even care about me. So he jumped. But he didn't die. He lived to tell for another day. He said, while I was in the air, I said, why did I just do this? He said, that second right there when before I hit the water, I said, why did I do this? People didn't even care. Then he got to live. And he got to tell. That really was the biggest mistake that he made. You know? But God gave him another chance. And he lived. And he lived to tell that إيمان يوجهها ومارا تخمون مري أنا خمون ما ده وشو خمون بقتالو جان ناشنين تخمون باسي أصلا إيش خنا. Do you know people that go and talk to people that want to commit suicide? Do you know a lot of them, they come back? A lot of them, they change their minds, they come back. So if you catch someone that you know anything about them, they're suicidal, there's a lot of ways that you can talk to them. There's a lot of things from the Bible you can mention to them. There's a lot of hope you can give them. There is a lot of things that King David is saying that, you know, King David was suicidal, you know? It's like everybody else. So that's why. Because you have to إلى suicide. يعني إنما يقول له hope كديا يقول له hope كدوت إلى هذا suicide. يعني ما له كمو. So therefore, we're going to see what? So finally, this is when you fight a good fight. This is when you fight a good fight. So what are you going to tell the suicidal person? If you fight a good fight, what is for you? What is for you? There is a crown of righteousness. Mara ile klila qadiyan, klila qadishuta. So our klila, it's a diquta ile bispara. Which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give to me. Mshicha bjane bityabil qadi. Come on. Sabab lasha spak misheven. Ruhti mutboleven. Hemanuti khumyoven. Hamamani byabil qadi watlila. Mshicha. So modi le taluka wa nashati le wada suicide. Taluka le watlila. Nashe. كل من دي يتلو جدنيا يتلو they're actors, they have fans, they have everything, they're committing suicide. Then you're like, why? Do you know they say if somebody caught them at that moment doing that thing, they could still be alive until now. You know, they could have convinced them to stop doing it. إندو قتله خناشة وهذا commit suicide خزت قتل بتفرقت له مجد. You can change someone's mind because it's a second thing. It's just that second that you can take that thought off their heads. It's always up here. It's always in the head. It's right here. قمودي لأل بيشتقمتك السيتا البلاشة. Why does he wear a helmet first? Because it's the thoughts that come to the head. The thoughts, that's where the fight is. So right here, إلى يريشة أن ما سيشخلف له برناشة وبتاعت خز داخل وخاتمه إلى مارا ليلة بس خدية إنا أوب آني أوب قداني مشيخة بتيابلة كت خبضانة بيومة إنا آني مغبالة قلياني. Those who what? Look, listen to that. Those who loves his revelation, his appearance. Yanemodi, those who love his appearance. Who's going to give me that?
It's for those that love his appearing, like when he comes down from heaven and brings us all up to heaven.
It is the hope of resurrection. The hope. We're going back to the hope. Those who are hope, who their hope are in resurrection. أتخيل خطاب تقيمي عمي كليانة مارا إيمان خزق لمارا إيمان آتي قد نابلا شو الخناشة بتابي لي خضانة بنوشة من مشيخة ما ربطاتن نبلنه لازم هضرنه قد يأخذ شو لأنه قصرة وبداتن نبلنه إلى personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Robbers fight. So we fought a good fight. Very good. So the suicide rate for teenagers is climbing. It is now the third leading cause of death among young people aged 15 to 24. إلى أو سبب تطلع الجوانق وخامات تخطليلة يعني من عمر 15 هل يصير أربعة. يعني beside the natural death, beside accidents, beside things that happen in life, so illnesses إلى سبب الضطران الموتى إلى بزيادة جوانق وخاماته بال15 هل يصير بشنة إلى suicide. إلى the second leading cause of death among college students. إلى سبب الدتري college students دينامياتا أو سبب دتري يخيوتو يعني شوك من natural death شوك من accidents, right? It's the second reason. It's like it's amazing. Suicide is the next option. It's the only option. And if you're gonna see احنا نزيلا جو امريكا انا بخز خديه جودينيه مودي لبرايا. So for every completed suicide, this is the most amazing stuff. Look at this. For every completed suicide, estimates assert that that there are as many as 25 attempted suicide. يصير خمسة ناشي جربي قتليرا جانو ليه نجحة هاد خدانا ماي يعني خدانا يمد ماي يصير خمسة يا جربي قتليرا جانو. For that 17 minutes that one person will die in the United States, 25 people attempt يجربي قتليرا جانو. شو يا سبب يا لما زيادة نصر السبب من ذلك السبب أن نطلع شغلة اليوم بالسبب جميرا أدي اللي بيبكالي ما السبب. So 25 attempts for every death. Think about it. So for every one death, 25 attempts. You guys put that ratio and you're gonna see it's unbelievable. It's like everybody tries to commit suicide. Okay, so international suicide statistics. Away international, you can over 1 million people die by suicide worldwide each year. 5 مليون ناشا جودينية يقتليلا جانو شيتا 5 مليون. Okay? The global suicide rate is 16 per 100,000 population. يكون اما البي اشتصار جاناتي. يكون اما سي كيتلا الريت ميلا برناشا فاتر. Okay? On average, one person dies by suicide every 40 seconds. Could RP or Pape? Kana shay qatal lajan. Could RP or Pape? Somewhere in the world. Could RP actually go Arizona la? Could RP or Pape? Could RP or Pape? Kana shay qatal lajan. Tamu Torana. 1.8% of worldwide deaths are suicides. 1.8%. الموتى جودينية إلى suicide. يعني شغلت لها شوا بليونة وخزت كميلة 1.8% الديو. You're gonna end up with 1 million a year. Okay, global suicide rates have increased 60%. Kamodi, why in the last 45 years?
Technology.
Bas Magan. Technology. Technology.
Drugs.
Drugs. Guns. We saw how many people kill themselves with guns. Right? So, and 45 years ago, you didn't have the guns that you have today.
Cell phones, everything.
Exactly. You didn't have you didn't have the access for things to commit suicide like you have today, right?
وقلة هيمانوتا لا
What else?
باصروت هيمانوتا
Emanuta, that is the main thing, faith. بزايق قد مودي لوايق هيمانوتا صار له ليلة بزيادة صار له هيمانوتا إن ما ليلة 20% زدت له من past 45 years يعني دايما 60% هيمانوتا بصرتها ما بتخيل
شماشة قبل شماشن جو مدرسة نوتردام إلى كاثوليك سكول لدمستر خرابي تلاي باشنا بخل الكلاس برقل وخرطة خشلون طويلهم بارو مجخلون تندلو جانو يخرجوا خاموطا يعني قرية شرشية وشهادة
It's 1 second thought. كل خبرنا شيء تخمن يتيجوا تخمنت at least once in their lifetime to commit suicide. كل خبرنا شيء يتيجوا تخمنت جو خيوته once in their lifetime except Ben of course. يا طابر شكله. So كل خبرنا شيء يتيجوا تخمنت خجاي. Every man, every person in the world, every human being, always will have a thought, at least one thought, one time of committing suicide. Okay? So, so because of that, we're just gonna look at these statistics real quick, okay guys? Okay, statistics, international. Number 1, Lithuania. What's the average? 40 people. Okay? So what is it? For every 100,000, okay? A year. أربيجاناته. يعني إننا كمينا population نديه. إننا 5 مليون قسمت له الما البيمو بلطة. بلطة أسرة لا. So بلطة كمان شيء أربمة. Right? So that's how you do it. So بشكل قتل إما البي depends how many people live in that country, right? So you divide that by how many people live in the 100,000. For every 100,000 you go to Lithuania, 40 people. Between men is 70, women is 14. And you take that and you average it, you come to 40 people, 40.2. Okay? 0.2 يعني بس تريقلات يا أخي لا just kidding. So and listen, this is only 2004, okay? So you have to increase it by 60% or so, you know? You have to increase it. It is increasing. It's not going down, trust me. The world is trying to find a solution for this. They can't find the answer. But the answer is very easy. It's in the Bible. It's in the Word of God. It's very simple. You know, it's a free advice, okay? So anyway, these are all countries you're gonna see in number order, okay? And in a number orders, they're in the number orders that you're looking at, okay? So let's look at United States, okay? United States will be in number 43. Number 43 is United States. See guys, 43? We have 11. For every 100,000.
But that's 2000.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's you gotta increase it later, right? So it is 2002. 11 people, right? For every 100,000. How many people we have in the United States? 327 million. Okay, we have about 327 million. So what do? You take all that and you divide it in 100,000. And then you're gonna get for every 100,000 11, then you're gonna end up with 35 to 36,000 a year. 35 to 36,000 a year. People that commit suicide in the United States. For 327 million that we have. سببات إلى average الديوخ المال. هنا بغزاية ratio بالأرزة وبالمقوى almost 18 to 4.
شماشة
باقي تخيل.
ما زدت لنا خرائط كلها هني لا؟
خريطة؟
ايه متأخرة
يخلط لخات. عين إلى زيرو بيخيل جابه.
طبعا ليش لا؟
نبلد له شكلته منه. Okay, we're gonna see the small. Well, sometimes really, I saw some countries I was really amazed. If you go and look at this, and you're gonna see like, wait a second, look in Armenia. Look in Armenia. We have almost two people for every 100,000. Well, how many thousand they have? 1 million?
4 millions, 3 millions, 4 millions.
Oh, okay. That's. So he wants to see the last one. He wants to go there. There's the zeros. Yeah! You guys can pick this country. Syria. They said they're not committing suicide. Let's kill them. This is from 1985, though. Okay. So Antigua and Barbuda, whatever that is. I think it's a black country, right? Is it? I don't know. Zero. See, Egypt. Zero Egypt. They die from their food anyway. So. No, Egypt. So that's zero. Haiti, zero. Haiti. They walk barefoot, and they're zero. Honduras, zero. Jordan, zero. Okay. Whatever that is, I never heard of that. Saint Kitts, zero. So معناها همزمت إلى هيك تخزن بوش تكنولوجي زدتها بوش أطروات إلى قامة بوش خزن سوسة. Well. العراق؟ العراق لقى هاني قتلين ولقى أفريقيا. جو العراق ليه قتله يطمودي لا إيراناي قتلين. آخر you know they have to be they have to give their numbers, you know. إيراناي أبجو إيه خليه number دوس. No, I don't think it. لا. لا للعراق. Well, look at India. Look at India is number 45. India is number 45. It's less than the United States by 0.5%. In a 10.5. India. سبب رابع مسكينة يوري خد ماشينة accident يماتي. رابع ينبلي. You know, there's countries that I thought, you know, it will be hard to find this suicide, but it seems like it's in every country, really. In Italy, it's 7.1, it's a lot. Italy, la? Italy, that's, yeah. And Greece, you know. Huh? آخر لا دي لو مرو متغ عراق يعني متغ بابل يعني متغ بتناهر يعني مرو هم ما نشوف. لا. نينوين. Hey, Iran, but it's very low. Still that doesn't mean it is true because it's what they give you, you know. All right. So that is what I want you to see, and that is what it is. So that is what's happening here. Good.
So Ben is moving to Egypt? Right.
Yeah, Ben shadrikh in Egypt. Okay, so let's continue our class. So Nashe yo they commit suicide Miran because of what? Zimlan Basit raiding, right? All right. So believers that attempt suicide, or at least they think about attempting so. Maryam no khay. Humne, enviye, ناشك كتابة قديشة بتجربي يم طلبي موتا. So it's the same thing whether you attempt suicide with your own hands or you ask God. So her omen دي لإن خدانا قاتل لجانا ينامر خاليا على قمولة بشقالي سبب إلى جاربتا. They're both the same. Because tempting, you're tempting God. Okay? When you say to God, why don't you just kill me? And that's what Moses exactly gonna say. موشة مودي لما قالها. خذنا قاريرة قالا من Numbers 11 أربسر هل خمشسر. Please. Numbers 11, 14 through 15. طبعا.
لما صنعنا بنوشي نطعانا كل عهد الطائفة سبب يغوري مني ونهدخ عودة اللي طلني ربوني ونطالة انشخلي شفاقة بعينه ولا خازن بشتي
Bravo spine. English?
I'm not able to bear all these people alone, because the burden is too heavy for me. If you treat me like this, please kill me here and now. If I have found favor in your sight, and do not let me see my wretchedness.
Okay. مودي لمارا موشة مارا أنا ناشي لن وطينو ولما سنطين إنه النبي له يقرأ الله سبب مودي يطلب له ناشي منه مو طلب له طائفة إسرائيل لا طلب له منه بصرة شبينة وا لو خليه مليان. So what did the Israelites ask Moses? They asked for, what did they ask? Meat. They asked for meat. They wanted to eat meat. So he said, where am I going to bring all this meat for these people? He said, who are these people? I can't carry all these people. I can't do all this. So Moile Mara, the burden is too heavy for me. Mara رابع ليقورا أو من دي قد أنا شقلني رابع ليقورا أي كرتا رابع ليقورتا رابع ليقورتا أي كرتا. So the burden is too heavy for me. كما منا إثل ضانا بيتا لقد كرتا بيتا ليقورتا كما منا الميرا لقى يا على كرتي يقورتا. So how many of us all said to God, my burden is very heavy on me? How many of us go through life and their burdens get bigger and bigger? And sometimes it becomes very heavy, you can't even carry it. إن بقارن لنا بقارن إلى ما جاي جو خيوتا تيتلا قدوية لكرتن ميتلا يقورتا ميرك كرتن رابع لا يقورتا لكم صايا بشقادم كما منهم مرميلا يدو أمريانا. So كل خبرنا شكرت يويا يقورتا خلنا جو vacation إلى خلنا جو vacation. Hannah is on vacation. بس ما جان. So كرتا يويا يقورتا خنا عين هسناي لإنك ليتلك ميلا كرتك يقورتا. وش مرخا خيمات إلى طمرتا خجوانتا. وش مرخا خبابا دي لبرونا جدوسا كلش نخيل. خيمات دي لبرونا كلش نخيل جدوسا. So إذا نضي خمسة مباسط كرتن قد ما تبقى من كرتك خخينا. So كرتت موشة لخرابة ويقورتا. Come on. So Moses' burden was very heavy because people were asking for something that was impossible for him to do. You know what's possible with God. The only way ما سوى ما خلوا بصرة جري صالة وطيرة من شمية بشيلة. Imagine. The only way he can feed all these people is if God will give them cooked birds and coming from heaven, and that's what exactly God did. He didn't only send him the bird, he sent him cooked. So, Modi le Mara. Mara, if you treat me like this, wow, he's talking to God. No? If you treat me like this, please kill me. Here and now. That is an order, exactly. هالهدية ولخك طلي. أنا ليه ما يخيل؟ This is attempting
That's what I
suicide.
said.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
اليوم شماشة بتاعتي يما ومقطع دون جوان في نواقي جوان بالتبنى خلونا أطلعنا بمشتي وفاشلني وفونا كل أطلع ويما بخايا عن المزايا من كل عدة النظام الحقيقي كل مزايا
So هو إلى خبردن قد قمودي قد خيمت إلى بغزايا خمن دخينا يخيو خزيال الديا تمر واو أنا باسط مودين طرقو so قبل هذا إن موشة خزيوة مودي وبتايا البوليش ليخا دخي وبدواقة دخي ومخاية دخي وبرجامة دخي ورقوية يدوسخ دخي بيقطلي والي. If Moses seen what happened to St. Paul, what people did to him, how they stoned him to death, and what happened to him, all for the name of Jesus Christ, the name of God, then his burden would have not been that heavy, wouldn't it? So قمودي يخزخ burdens تناشخين قمودي يخزخ لا زمن الخطيط تناشخ زمن البردن تناشخ زمن اليقرة إلى ناشخ بشكاله قمودي لسانايخ زيت الخطيطة تخخينا إن قمودي لزهمة تخزخ كما يقرأ اللي بشكاله وناشخينا وليبخ منه. And that is another thing we have in life. كمن ديخينه لقد تلخخ الله هما شخزخ أودي لبوشكو بامنن أو بوشي لأجوزة أو بوشتي لمبيلة أو بوشتي للبريكة أيضا تا ماسك شغلك نابس ماسك على البطن. We're able to stand up when we look at the people that are kneeling lower than us, that their cross is heavier than us. It's very easy to say, no, I can do it, but it's very hard to do when you find out that the one in front of you has done 10 times more than you already. So إيمان خزق خدانا سريا يا الله وادي لها ما أنا قالت رابس قيبي قلو ومن خطان كمو سبب خهت خيلة هيمانوتي قد أنا خهت خيلة قلولة سقيبي رابس باي. So ما دي لمارا ما دي لقالة همش قلي هالهدية ولخ مو شيء كمو سبب أي يتيج يخيط برناشا قد إيمان خدانا يخيوته أو السوسايد مودي باقر يامر قمو ويامر بين ميتن ليه بين خين سبب بروني وبراتي وغوري وبختي وكومنيتي whatever it is, a husband, a wife, a son, a daughter, people that loved ones. So there's people that they can't continue after that in life. So what do they ask God? Take me now and here. If I have found favor in your sight. Does he? يعني إن خزت بي وودت شفاقة الله بص بايلة شكلتي. إنه ودت رحمة بضايع. إنه مويلة Mara, and do not let me be to see my what? Righteousness. Why? Come on. سبب بيشتي ليه ينخزني. يعني مودي. What does that mean? مودي ليه يخزن. سبب من هذا يقرأ ناشا مودي بتقابل خيمة خسي كافر. Some people curse. Some people, forgive me, they curse God when they can't handle it and they get into more sinful things. They start doing bad things. He could have just started killing the people around him as well. You know? So ماري لها مقامودي أنا أودن خطيطة بص بايلين شقلت لي سبب لمسايا خنا لمسايا كان مدوى من دي إلى لاي أرض مودي وطليبة ناشي بصرة مو يطل فيديو ناشي رابا بصرة مدري بوش لهم كتاب أنا شدي مودهم بصرة هو مودي لو ديتون ماذا وهريسة كتاب ودنا بصرة
بسبوع
لا لتلو زوجة
لتلو هاي خسر فيه Elijah, Elia, Kings, 1 Kings 19:4 قال لك ملكة الشاسر أربع ما يلقوطه جينا قرأ لك هذا.
But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under the broom tree, and he prayed that he might die. And he said, "It is enough now, Lord, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers."
For I am no better than my father. بتسورس غالية
قومت شم مريا آلافه كلهم زمانت ربشاقة.
لا ايه الخليج
ها الحين كثرت
شوف يا أبي أديوبر توقع قلب ملكة شاسر أربعة.
اوكي هاو زلة ببرية أرخت يوما وتولد خد غداء بالضمطة وطلب للجانو لمياتا ومرة رابلة آدية مريم شقول جاني سابق ليون بوش سباي أنا من بابواتي.
لبين يا خلاص أفتي خوي جو خلاص لبين برافو سباي سو مودي ويلات مودي مرة بس لا بسي مرة بسي هدية يا مريم شقول له خير ماني وهو إيليا